Good morning, everybody. How are you today? It is Wednesday, April the 7th, and it is 11 o'clock in the morning, so that means obviously it is Get Moving time. Hello, my name is Karen. I am from Get Moving. Get Moving is all about helping people with mobility issues to get some good, solid, serious exercise. Exercise to make you stronger, to make us fitter, to make us more mobile, to make us just live our lives a little bit better, improve the quality of our lives so we can enjoy life to the full and just, get good stuff done. So if you have mobility issues, common things are things like disability of some kind, or maybe if you have a chronic medical condition, if you're pre or post surgery in rehab, something like that, for whatever, there's many different reasons, to be honest with you. But if there is a reason why you are not as mobile as you hope, or as you used to be, or as you want to be, you can still get some good, solid exercise. A common refrain is to go, "Oh, I've got this wrong with me, so I can't do it." Unfortunately, it's a common thing. It's a common thought, and it's understandable to think that, but it is wrong, unfortunately. And fingers crossed, I hope, fingers crossed, we're here to help you realize that that's wrong and that you can get some good exercise, you can get stronger, we can improve in our lot. That's what we're going to do today, help you do that. So we're going to need a ball, and if you're seated, especially, you're going to need a resistance band, okay? So I'm going to witcher along for 30 seconds now just to say hello and everything. In this 30 seconds, if you're seated, you're going to definitely need your resistance band, and everybody is going to need your ball. So go, quickly, dash, go get it right now while I just sit here and flap my chops a little bit. So it is April the 7th, it is Wednesday, it is Wobble Wednesday. And on Wobble Wednesdays, we work specifically on balance, falls prevention, coordination, things like that. So these exercises, they are suitable for pretty much everybody, whether you're seated or standing. But every Wednesday on Wobble Wednesday, because it is a Wobble Wednesday and because it's Balance Day, I will be focusing a little bit more on the people who are standing, simply because they're the ones who are going to be working on balance. So every other day we'll be working, it'll be suitable for everybody, seated or standing. But just for today, I will be focusing a bit more on those of you who are standing and want to improve your balance. If you are seated, don't worry, you've still got alternative exercises to do. You can't have a day off, I'm sorry about that. You're going to still have to work hard. But just for today, I'll be focusing on standing. Okay then, things do I need to, what we've got written down here. Oh yes, so in the description up there, we've got a link to the website. If you're unsure about Get Moving, about who we are, what we do, or anything like that, in the description up there, you'll hopefully find the link to the website. It is reesefitness.co.uk/getmoving. That'll tell you pretty much everything you need to know. We've got share buttons down there somewhere. If you think these exercise sessions are any good for you, then please do share it. Show it to other people. Let them experience the wonders that is Get Moving. They want us in their lives. They just don't know it yet. And it's up to you. It's up to all of us to share it and make sure people know that they want me in their lives. Because let's face it, they do. Whether they know it or not, they want me in their life. So share away down there. Please do so. Okay, there we go. So if you are, that's what we're going to do first of all. If you are seated, okay, the exercise that we'll be working on a lot today, if you are seated, will involve a resistance band. I don't think we've done this for a while. It is bows and arrows. It is a particularly good exercise to help with upper body back strength, which tends to weaken if we're seated a lot, and also particularly posture, which again tends to degrade if we are seated. So it's a really good posture exercise and upper back exercise. Very good. And requires your resistance band, okay? Bows and arrows. So if you are seated, the exercise we're going to do a lot of today, I want you to imagine that you are Robin Hood and you have got a big bow and arrow. Not a small one, obviously. It's got to be a big one. And you're going to hold on to a resistance band with one hand. This is going to be your imaginary bow. You're going to hold on to your imaginary bow over there, okay? And the other hand is going to hold on to the string of that bow. I'll show you first of all, explain a little bit in a sec. So you hold the bow, grab hold of the string, and draw the bow back. Hold it for a sec, and then recover. And repeat. Hold your bow, hold the string, draw back, hold it, and recover. So things to think about. The longer your resistance band, the easier it's going to be. So that is easier. The shorter the resistance band, that is, well, that's significantly harder, okay? So you adjust the length to whatever's appropriate for you. Short if you're He-Man, longer if you're not He-Man. So you draw the bow and recover. This is going to be thinking about upper back, your shoulder blades. So what we're after is to keep this arm parallel to the floor. So try not to let it drop down. Keep it parallel to the floor. And also keep this arm parallel to the floor. Don't let it drop down and sag and collapse. Keep it parallel to the floor as we draw it back and recover. Okay? Now, seen from the side, another common mistake is to slouch and let the arms come forwards like so. We don't want that. We're sat tall, arms in a straight line, right to the side there, and draw the bow. So we're nice and narrow. Imagine a very narrow corridor. You can't fit there. You've got to fit there, okay? So that's what we do on one side, and then I will tell you when, and you'll do exactly the same thing on the other side, okay? I will tell you when to swap over. But bows and arrows, resistance band, if you are seated. If you are standing, the exercise that you're going to be doing is swaying. It's a simple exercise, but when it comes to balance, it is trickier than a lot of people think. We've got different levels, so easy version. If you're standing and you want to practice your balance, easy version, feet shoulder width apart, both feet on the floor, and you're just going to sway your hips from one leg to the other. That's all you're going to do, sway from side to side. We're shifting our body weight onto one leg. So this leg is heavy. This leg, this foot, is pretty light. And the other side, shift the weight over. We sway to one side. We've got a heavy foot and really quite a light foot. We just practice shifting our body weight from side to side, swaying our hips and our body weight from one foot to the other. That's level 1. If that's okay, we try level 2. It's that plus a bit more. We sway and we lift the foot up. And then do the other side. We sway and lift the foot up. So we're making this foot so heavy, making this foot so light that it is floating off the floor. And we just sway from side to side, lifting one foot off the floor, and for that brief second or so, balancing on one leg. And the same on the other side, balancing on one leg, same on the other side. We just get used to swaying side to side and holding that balance just for a split second or so. It doesn't have to be long, but we shift from one side to the other. Okay, and that's the harder version. You decide which version you're going to do, the easy version, the harder version, doesn't matter which. You decide which one, but you challenge yourself and challenge your balance, okay? So we've got our standing one, our swaying from side to side. We've got our seated exercise, bows and arrows, drawing the bow, okay? I will tell you when to do them, but for now, everybody, whether you're seated, whether you're standing, it makes no difference. Everybody, we're going to start off with marching on the spot. If you're seated, you're going to march on the spot like so. Just get your knees up. Let's move them. Get your hips moving. Simple as that. If we're standing, we're going to march on the spot like so. We're going to do 20 seconds of it, okay? Now, it's really cold in here, so we're going to get moving. 20 seconds. Let me check I've got my timer set. I do. Marching on the spot, everybody, in 3, 2, 1. Away we go. Marching away. So easier version is a small move down here. Harder version is a bigger move up here. Again, you work at your pace. You work at the difficulty that you can manage. Make sure you are successful at it, but make sure it's difficult. Make sure it's challenging. Make sure it's tough. We're not going to have an easy ride here. We're going to work hard. That is our time. That's our 20 seconds done. So now we're going to go into our first exercise. If you're seated, what we got now? So we're going to draw, well, we're going to hold, rather, with our right hand. Our right hand is holding the bow. And we're going to draw with the other side. Okay? Right hand holding the bow, draw with the other side. If we're standing, swaying the hips or swaying the entire body. Okay, 20 seconds worth in 3, 2, 1, and away we go. Swaying the hips, easy version, like a hula, in your little hula skirt, coconut bra, all that kind of stuff. Or, that's an image, or swaying and lifting a foot off the floor. It is not warm enough yet for me to wear my hula skirt and my coconut bra. Now, in a few weeks' time, when the temperature rises, maybe, if we're lucky, if you want to see me in the coconut bra, let me know in the comments below. And maybe if there's a demand, okay, might do it as a pay-per-view or something, I'm not sure, but there we go. Moving on swiftly though, time. We're going to move on to everybody. Shoulder rolls. Seated or standing, roll the shoulders like so. If we can, roll the arms like so. And again, this is for everybody. Seated, standing, across the board. 20 seconds. In 3, in 2, in 1. Off we go. So we're moving the upper body, okay? Shoulders squeezing back, or if we can, arms and shoulders squeezing back. The bigger the move, generally speaking, the better. In this case, certainly. Big moves what we're after. Feel the shoulder blades moving around. And that is our 20 seconds there. So now if we're seated, holding with our left hand holds the bow, and we draw on the other side. Hold it for a sec and recover. Draw, hold it for a sec and recover. If we're standing, sway time again. Hips or feet, your choice which. In 3, in 2, in 1, off we go. Swaying the hips, so a heavy foot, or incredibly heavy foot. Really heavy foot, you get the idea? We're just shifting our center of gravity side to side. We're getting used to, getting comfortable with shifting that center of gravity one side to the other. Time. Well done. Simple as. Next exercise is knee bends them. Everybody again. If you're seated, sitting tall, no slouching. Kicking one foot out, locking that leg straight. Use these muscles here. Straight knee. Same on the other side. Straight knee, straight knee, straight knee. Knee bends, okay? Get those joints moving as much as you can. If we're standing, same idea, but standing. Heel coming up to your butt. We are bending and straightening that knee, okay? And again, we've got to shift our weight around. We're going to apply that sway that we've been practicing. We're going to apply it here. In 3, in 2, in 1. Off we go. Bending and straightening our knees. Now again, if we're standing, notice me. I am shifting my body weight from one side to the other. That's how we do balancing. That's how we do this kind of stuff. We drill the hell out of it. We practice it so much, we do it in our sleep. We cannot not do it. Is that too many negatives there? I'm not sure. Time. But we can't not. We do it. We practice it so much, we are unable to not do it. And yeah, you know what I mean. We practice it lots, okay? That's what I'm trying to say. Moving on though, what do we got next? I'm losing my train of thought. Okay, got it here. Holding on with our right arm, drawing on the other side, okay? That's if we're seated. Swaying if we're standing. You know the drill by now. In 3, in 2, in 1, off we go. Good hip wiggle, like Marilyn Monroe, or swaying, hovering that foot up in the air for a sec. We're shifting our center of gravity from one foot to the other and to the other. We're practicing how to move our body weight around. Time. Because that is what balance is all about. Balance is not about standing or staying still. Balance is about constantly moving and fixing and correcting our center of gravity. That's all it is. Okay, everybody. Seated or standing, grab your ball. Everybody, seated or standing, sit yourself down. So, if you missed Technique Tuesday, I think we did this yesterday, didn't we, with Anna? Sitting down, ball on your knees, forearms on the ball. We're going to curl forward, we're going to crunch forward, and with our forearms, we're going to try and crush the ball hard, okay? We're going to do that Almost think of diving forwards, okay? Dive into the ball, hold there, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, you should feel your stomach muscles working. Let us know in the comments below if you do or if you don't. I want to know how you find this move, okay? 20 seconds, everybody crushing the ball in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Crush, and for now we'll hold it. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath just yet. But we're going to try and squeeze this ball as tight into our knees as we can. We're going to try and pop the ball. Like I say, if you do pop the ball, I will give you a £5 to buy a new one. Well done, that's our time. Simple as that. A ball crush. So now if we are seated, time to grab your resistance band again. What is it? Left-hand side, is it? Yes. Hold on with your left arm. Draw with the other arm. Relax. Draw and relax. If we're standing, sway time again. Get yourself ready. In 3, in 2, in 1. And off we go. Swaying the hips from side to side. Feet can stay on the floor. This is the easy version. Harder version is lifting that foot up. Just, actually think about it. It's waddling, I suppose, isn't it? You're waddling down the road like this. Swaying from one foot to the other. Balancing on one foot and then the other. And that is our time. Relax off. What's next? Double tap. Everyone's favourite. If you are seated, sit tall. One knee comes up twice. 1, 2, and then it goes down. Same on the other side. 1, 2, and then it goes down. If you're seated, don't let yourself collapse back there into the seat. And when you're sat tall, imagine there's no seat rest behind you. Imagine there's a big gap. There's nothing there. You have to hold yourself up as the knee comes up twice, okay? That's if you're seated. If you're standing, same idea, but standing. Again, shifting our body weight. We shift it over and we do a double tap. Shift it over and do a double tap. In 3, in 2, in 1. Off we go. Again, like I said, it's all about shifting our body weight around, moving. Balance is all about movement. I'm going to make you sick to death of me saying this, but balance is about moving. It is not about being able to stay still. We can stay still when we're dead. We're going to be moving until that time. Time. Speaking of time, there we go. What's next? Right side. If you're seated, right arm, hold on, and then draw the bow, relax. Draw the bow, and relax. If we're standing, swaying, in 3, 2, 1, away we go. Shifting our hips, or swaying. Heavy foot, light foot. Heavy foot, light foot. And we just get practiced. We get good at moving our central gravity around under control. Not just flailing around, but deciding under control where it's going to go. Time. Okay, everybody, again, seated or standing, everybody, sit yourself down. Now again, we did this yesterday, Technique Tuesday. We're going to be sat tall, everybody. Arms are going to be dead straight in front, okay? You possibly need to have a bit of a lean in there. Depends how long your arms are. If you've got silly long orangutan arms, you might not have to lean forwards. If you've got short stumpy arms, if you've got little T-Rex arms, you're going to have to lean forwards a fair bit, okay? But either way, elbows are straight. The hands are down in between my knees there. And all we're going to do is twist my body around and press hard our hands onto the inside of the thigh. And I'm going to try everything I can. I'm going to try really hard to twist my body around, pushing against my inner thigh. As I do that, fingers crossed, should feel a good work in your stomach there. We'll do that for 3 or 4 seconds, and the same thing other side. Twist, pushing hard, crushing the inner thigh, feeling in the stomach. This is everybody doing this. In 3, in 2, in 1, and off we go. Elbows straight, twist, press hard for 3, 2, 1. Other side. 3, 2, 1. Other side. 3, 2, 1. Other side. 3, 2, 1. And relax. Okay, fingers crossed you felt your stomach working hard there as we tried to twist the body around. Anyway, moving on, what we got? Left side, if we are seated, grab your band again. Hold on with your left hand. Other arm draws it back. Draws it back. If we're standing, swaying again, moving our center of gravity in 3, in 2, in 1. Off we go. Swaying side to side. Controlling where that center of gravity is. Again, our center of gravity is going to be over our supporting foot, inside that footprint. And we're just practicing being able to target our center of gravity over that footprint. Because if our center of gravity is outside that footprint, we're going to fall over one way or the other. We just need to learn how to put it over, or inside, I suppose, that footprint. Time. And okay, squats time. Squats and sit stand. If you are seated, give it everything you've got to stand up now. So, talking about center of gravity, it's Wobble Wednesday. We have to, if we're seated, we want to stand, we have to pull our feet back underneath us. We have to tilt our body weight forwards, and we have to feel, again, both feet nice and heavy. No one has ever stood up from a chair with the feet out there. No one. I can't, you can't, nobody can. It's never going to happen. Don't even try it. Well, you try if you like, you'll fail. However, if we tuck these feet back underneath us, if we push our body weight forwards, that's going to make our feet nice and heavy. Now we've got a chance, okay? We're going to tilt forward, heavy feet, push, 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 stand tall as you can, and straight. Stretch, nice and tall. You can either pause there, or if you're up for it, you sit back down and you repeat time and time again. You do as many as few times as you want. I don't know what you can do. I don't know. Give it a go, though. If we're standing, feet apart, a good shoulder width apart, sit back onto that imaginary chair and then stand back tall again. Sitting down, standing up, as many or as few times as you can. Are you ready? In 3, in 2, in 1, and away we go. Because good balance is about good strength. We need strength to be able to balance ourselves. We need to be quick enough to catch our balance and move our balance around. And we need to have that awareness of where our center of gravity is. There are 3 big parts for falls prevention. Strength, speed, and a body awareness, I suppose you'd call it. Time. Okay. If we're seated, where'd my band go? There it is. If we're seated, right arm holds the bow, drawing on the other side. If we're standing, swaying in 3. So yeah, like that, swaying, just like that, okay? International symbol for swaying, that is. Everyone in the world knows what I mean when I do that. In 3, 2, 1, off you go. Sign language. I'm fluent in sign language, I am. I'm fluent in so many different languages, it's amazing. I am the language king. Just test me on any language and I will be able to speak and read and have a good conversation. No, I better stop there. Time. Oh, tightrope walking. Okay. Well, if you're seated. We're not going to ask you to tightrope walk, don't worry. But if you are seated, we're going to get the ankles moving. We've done all the other major joints. We've done upper body, we've done legs, hips, knees, all that kind of stuff. Ankles. If you're seated, I want you to bend and point your ankle, your foot, like so. You're going to get your heel to touch the floor. Then your toes. And then your heels, toes. Do that on one side. And then also, of course, do it on the other side. Even if you have one side which is better than the other. Even if you have one side which you think can't work, give it a try. Might surprise yourself. That's if you're seated. If we're standing, everyone's favourite is, of course, tightrope walking. By now, I know for a fact every single one of you has painted on your carpet a nice straight line, a tightrope, okay? That's what we're going to walk on now. Feet apart is easier, feet narrow is harder, but with me, off you go. Heel toe, walking on that actual or imagined painted line on your carpet there. Walking on that tightrope, we are challenging our body, challenging our balance, but again, what we're doing is keeping that centre of gravity over the footprint on that line. And when we run out of room, we do the same thing, going backwards. Of course, this time though, we're doing toes, heels, but we are still on that imaginary or actual painted tightrope on the floor. We can move our arms, we can wobble as much as we want. It's called Wobble Wednesday for a reason. And then when we run out of room, we're going to do it again. So if you're seated, other foot, all right? Forwards, off we go. We know for a fact the second time is always better than the first time. It's true. I defy anyone to prove me wrong, because I'm not. We all know I'm right. That's why they call me Right Karen. Yeah, that's my name. And then when I run out of room going forwards, I do the same thing going backwards. Toes, heels, again on that straight line. Right Karen is just one of my many, many nicknames. I was very popular in school. I had lots of nicknames. I won't tell you any others. But we're still going toes, heels on that tightrope until I run out of room again. Boom. Okay. Move this cable for a sec. What do we got? Left side. If we're seated, left hand holds the bow and we draw on the other side. So left hand is holding the bow. If we're standing, swaying in 3, in 2, in 1, off we go. Side to side, swaying the hips or swaying the whole body. Again, shifting that centre of gravity from one foot to the other foot. And repeating, we're moving. We're keeping our balance by moving. That's why we call it Get Moving. Well, it's one of many reasons, to be fair. Time. Okay, fast feet, nearly there. So I said before, the 3 important parts to balance and falls prevention. We've got strength, sheer muscle strength. The stronger we are, the easier we find it to keep our balance. We need speed as well. The quicker we are, the easier it is for us to keep our balance. Fast feet, as the name suggests, is all about speed. If you are seated, you're sitting there, I want you to run on the spot. Get your feet moving as fast as you personally can do. Doesn't matter if it's faster than me, doesn't matter if it's slower than me. As long as it's as fast as you can do, running on the spot, speedy little foot movements. It's not big movement, it's a small foot movement, but speedy. If we're standing, same idea. Small, fast movements. Running on the spot, moving your feet. Again, I do not mind, I do not care if it is faster or slower than me. Just do the best that you can do, okay? 2 rounds, 10 seconds each. Are you ready? In 3, in 2, in 1. Off we go. So, quick feet. Move your feet nice and fast. They want to be like a blur. So quick, they're breaking the sound barrier. I want sonic booms because your feet are moving so damn fast, okay? That's round 1. Guess what comes after round 1? You got it. It's round 2. Exactly the same thing again, but a bit faster. Are you ready? Fast feet in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So moving those super fast feet, breaking the sound barrier again, sonic booms all over the place. Time. Very good. Now, hopefully, you've just deafened yourself and your neighbours through all sonic booms. That's what I'm assuming has happened, okay? So while you're clearing up, while other people are clearing up broken glass and stuff, we can grab our bands Right arm, hold, and we draw. Right arm, hold, and draw. And swaying again in 3, 2, 1. Away we go. Swaying from one foot to the other. Easy version, both feet stay on the floor. You just sway your hips from one side to the other. Heavy foot and light foot. Heavy foot and light foot. Your choice which version you do. Do the best version you can. Time. Okay. Penultimate exercise, shadow boxing. So whether you're seated, whether you're standing, fists are up, punching high or punching low or around or upper or down or whatever. But we're going to twist the body and get out of breath. If we're standing, we're going to practice moving our footwork forwards and backwards. So shuffling forwards and shuffling backwards. Footwork, okay? As if you're standing. If you're seated, just seated and punch, okay? Shadow boxing. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So remember, if we're standing, and we'll shuffle your feet forwards and then shuffle your feet backwards. Get used to moving forwards and backwards. Light on your feet. Moving all the way and not tripping over your mic cable. Time. Okay, that is round 1. Of course, we've got 2 other rounds to go. Of course, it goes without saying, 3 rounds in total. This time, if we're standing, exactly the same thing, except we're going to shuffle side steps one way, side steps the other. Left and right, okay? If you're seated, stay put, just punch hard and fast. In 3, 2, 1, off we go. Punching away, but side steps. Moving to the left, moving to the right, just sideways, you know, not sure how else to say it. But as long as you're shifting one way and then the other, punching away nicely as we're doing it. Time. Okay, 1 more round. Now we put it all together, especially for standing, we put it all together. I'm going to mix up forward and backwards, left and right, just mix it around, okay? Keep your feet moving throughout. Okay, 1 more round. In 3, 2, 1, off we go. So we can go side step, we can go forward, side step backwards, we can move around. I'll let you decide what you do, as long as your feet are moving all the time. Little dance, a little soft shoe shuffle, if that's a thing. And time. Okay, and the last bit to finish up. If we're seated, left hand holds the bow, other hand draws. It's the final time. Make it a good one. If we're standing, final sways, either just your hips or the whole body. Your choice which is the last one. Best one. In 3, 2, 1, and go for it. Either just a hula sway. Again, if you want to see me in my coconut bra and hula skirt, comments below. If we get enough likes, enough shares, then obviously it'll be rude for me not to do an entire session over the summer in my hula skirt and coconut bra. And time. Thank you very much. Well done. Have a breather for a sec. That's the end of our session. Relax. Check everything is still feeling okay. Sounds silly, but check nothing's fallen off. Check nothing is broken. Check nothing's in pain. Pain is bad, okay? Hard work is good. Make sure you know the difference, because there is a difference. Pain in joints, in a shoulder, in an elbow, in a knee, in a hip, that kind of stuff. That's bad. Don't do that. But if it's just hard work and just tiredness, jelly legs, heavy arms, just thinking, oh my God, this is hard work. Well, sorry, but well done. Crack on. We're going to do that and more. Well done. That's exactly what we're after. That is a good sign. If we're feeling tired, if we're feeling worn out, feeling out of breath, and we're feeling muscles that are just drained and wobbly and tired, bonus. That is exactly what we're doing. You're doing it right. Pat yourself on the back, and we'll do it again tomorrow. Last bits of the thing then. Yes, it's Wobble Wednesday. Balance. I've said it a million times. I say it again. I know I'm boring you to death, but I'm going to say it anyway. Balancing is all about moving, always correcting our balance, never ever staying still. We are not statues. Balance is not about being able to stay dead still and not fall over. That's not what balance is. Balance is about being able to move around and regaining our balance constantly, 100 million times every second, moving and just correcting ourselves and staying upright. And what we do on Wobble Wednesday is we practice these movements. We practice these movements that help us stay on our feet and, importantly, help us stay on our feet once we've lost our balance. If and when we are going, what are we going to do to save ourselves? Is to move and regain it and get us back up again before we hit the floor. That's why we practice it so much. That's why it's so important. And that's why I'm going to make you do this for as long as you live. If I die before you, I'm going to come back as a bloody ghost and make sure you do it, all right? I'll be haunting you like little Casper, except I won't be friendly, all right? I'll be like Beetlejuice or something, all right? That'll be something for you to look forward to, surely. Anyway, that's enough of me witching now. So what is it? It's Thursday tomorrow, Thinking Thursday tomorrow. We're going to use our brain. We're going to think about what we're going to do. We're going to plan things. We're going to ask ourselves, how can we make ourselves better? Thinking Thursday tomorrow, 11 o'clock. As always, what have we got on my board here? Yes, we've got the web address up there somewhere, reesefitness.co.uk/getmoving. We've got like buttons down there somewhere. I don't know. We've got share buttons down there somewhere. Again, I don't know. But let everyone in the world know that they want me in their life, because let's face it, a life is not complete until you have me in your life. Before you knew I existed, I have a sneaking suspicion that your life was a shadow of itself right now. And now I'm in your life. There's unicorns and rainbows and happy smiles and leprechauns bouncing around and stuff like that. And, you want to give that to other people. So give the other people the gift of me. Share. There's a button down there that does it for you. It's Facebook. I don't know how it works, but it works. They do it. They've become a multi-billion-dollar company for share it. It's great. Put me in it. Give people the gift of me. What? Oh, God. Okay, I'm going to shut up. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.